Hey, and welcome to Discart. Today I'm going to talk about a few different ways that you can display your Nintendo 64 cartridges. Let's take a look. So the first way that you can display your Nintendo 64 cartridges is actually on the shelf. And on the shelf it becomes a little tricky. You need to display it on its side because there's curves in a lot of different locations on these N64 carts, and even on its side it's going to be a little slippery in there, so you want to make sure to have enough carts or something there beside it to hold it up. But the biggest problem with displaying it this way is that you'll find that there's no label on the top of the cartridge, so you don't have any idea what game you're grabbing off that shelf. So they make stickers out there that you can put easily onto the top of your cartridges, and you can easily stick them on and easily remove them. They don't damage the cartridge, but they make them on eBay, they sell them on Etsy, and Rose Colored Gaming also makes sets of these, and usually they come in a full set for the entire collection of N64 titles. So you'll have one sticker there for every single N64 game that exists. And I found these to be incredibly useful, and that way when I go to my shelf and I'm looking for a specific game, I know exactly which one it is. And it also looks great on the shelf, so I definitely recommend it. So speaking of Rose Colored Gaming, they also have a couple great ways to display your N64 cartridges. The first is a single display stand for a single cartridge. And this goes great on the shelf, it looks fantastic, and if you have a game that you really loved as a kid, it's a great way to make it stand out in your collection on the shelf. Another thing that Rose Colored Gaming does is these custom boxes for N64 cartridges. So if you're worried about dust and if you're worried about muck getting on your cartridges, this is a great way to go. You can tell that they really put some time into these boxes, and the artwork that's on them is absolutely beautiful and well done. And then inside you have a place for your memory as well as the game cartridge and a manual if you happen to have one. So it's a really beautiful, great idea for your shelf. These are a little bit on the expensive side, so it's definitely something to think about. There's a few different companies that actually do make these, and I'll be doing a video on that in the future. Up next is another company called Collector Craft, and they keep recurring in my videos because I find that their stands work really well as dust protectors and holders for your game cartridges, and they also look really nice in your collection. And this one's for N64 cartridges, and it does exactly that. It displays them well, it looks really nice, and you can tell that it's really well made and the people care about what they're doing. So I definitely recommend checking out Collector Craft. Another idea that not too many people think about as a display idea is getting protectors for your N64 cartridges. A company called Retro Protection actually makes these clear plastic covers for your boxes, your cartridges, and you name it. And they work really well to display your items as well. And for the N64 cart specifically, because there's so many curved edges, putting this little protector onto the cartridge actually makes it so there's flat sides. So it really opens up the display options, and you can stack these N64 games on top of each other. You can turn them at any angle that you want because there's always a flat side, versus just using the cart. It's just curved and hard to deal with, so I definitely recommend checking that out. So that's just a few different ideas on how to display your N64 cartridges in your gaming collection. If you have any ideas, please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. But otherwise, have a great day and collect what you love.